wide world.
Attention all drivers, I'm begging you to slow it.
That's right. And that's what we're going to do. Slow it down to have this conversation. We're going to open the lines here from you in just a bit. But before we do so, let's hear from Sergeant Henry this morning. Good morning, Sergeant, and how are you doing?
Good morning, Jiki. I'm fine, thank you. And how are you?
I am fabulous, thanks.
Thanks.
So what's on the table for discussion today, so to speak?
This morning we'll be talking about pedestrian crossing. A pedestrian crossing sign indicates areas with a high likelihood of pedestrian activity. These signs are meant to prevent accidents by preparing drivers to slow down or stop on short notice. You will often find the pedestrian crossing sign in city centers, school and other areas where there is a large pedestrian presence. Remember, it is crucial to remain vigilant when you encounter pedestrian crossing signs to prevent accident from occurring. Give traffic plenty of time to see you and to stop before you start to cross the vehicle. Some pedestrians, when they step on the crossing, yes, you have the right to step on it, but you must look to make sure that no vehicle is coming from either side of the road. Yes, we think that, okay, the pedestrian crossing is there first, and when we step on, the drivers must stop. So we're going to step on, and sometimes the driver is right up on us. That's not how a crossing is used. You step on, you make sure that the driver see you before you cross. Make sure they acknowledge that you're there. Because some part-time persons driving and they're absent-minded. Yes, something behind a wheel and you're not focusing on what is happening around you.
It happens.
Yes. So when you step on a pedestrian crossing, make sure that the driver acknowledge you. And then some drivers think that, okay, I am behind the wheel, I don't have to stop. Yes, but when you get to a pedestrian crossing, you must be vigilant to make sure a pedestrian is not there to cross. And we have a lot of that happening. Persons are crossing when they are not supposed to cross. Drivers are running down pedestrians.
Wow.
Yes.
So we have some hit and runs?
Sometimes. Even if not a pedestrian crossing and you're crossing a road.
Okay.
Like for instance, 4th Street, yes, we have one by Central and 4th Street.
Oh, wow, I heard about that incident.
But if you're stepping in the middle of the road,
Wow.
you must see the person. Sometimes persons step out from behind vehicle. And if you're coming from behind parked vehicles, make sure that you look to make sure that nothing is coming before you step out in the road. Sometimes we as pedestrians, we are wrong. Sometimes. But sometimes the drivers also.
Can go both ways.
Yes. So make sure when you're stepping on a crossing, you're being acknowledged by the driver. And who has the right of way at a pedestrian crossing when the lights are green? To the motorists. The pedestrians do not have the right of way. Because once you buy a traffic light and the light is green, that is for motorists, not pedestrian. And we think that, okay, I can cross before the vehicle gets upon me. No. There's something on the book that is jaywalking. And it's a summons offense. It's not a ticketable offense.
Okay. Sergeant, the line's already ringing. Do you want to start taking calls now?
Sure.
Good morning, you're live.
Yes. Good morning. Love you all.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning,
You're
sir.
talking about that traffic and traffic and traffic. Go on Baker's Corner, the roundabout there. A lot of drivers came out from behind the one in front and turn right with 100 miles an hour. A lot motorcycle in Palmer Square, if you know what I'm talking about. In this square. We call them again. We call them tourist and George is in there, and the policeman is turn up. I spoke to the officer. I wouldn't say it on the radio what he told me. So I won't tell you that. You go hear me?
Yes, we
Yes,
can.
I can.
Yeah.
Right. So, talk on the real issue. Talking in the street. Talking with the cost money. You are coming some nice talk and that love. Walk in Palmer Square. You see them on white bike. See the tourists them in there. Bike a habit with them.
All right, man. Thanks for bringing that to our attention.
Thank you, caller.
Thank you. What is it now? What's this? What's that what?
No,
I'm
she
going
does.
to answer one of these.
No, she does.
Wait,
Thank
yeah.
you. But thank you. Thank you for your call. Thank you for your call. Go
And
ahead.
thank you
Sergeant.
for information.
Yeah. All right. So you were saying before that call came in.
Who has the right to wear at a pedestrian crossing when the lights are green?
It's not.
Is
It's
the
motorist.
pedestrian, is the motorist.
Right.
And some persons think, as I was saying, that I can cross before the vehicle get upon me. But sometimes when people trying to get under the light and you want to cross, that's an obstruction for the driver. Yes, you're not crossing, but it's not your time to cross when the light is green. You wait until your turn come, when the light comes to say walk, and then you walk.
Should be straightforward.
Yes.
Should be straightforward. Now, the caller raised the issue of police officers not doing their job in the square. How would you address that?
Well, thanks for the information. I'll take to the relevant authority. I didn't see it, so I'll have to find out.
You have to do your investigation.
Yes.
And go from there.
And you said, I don't know if it's pedal bicycle. It can't be scoop. It can't be motorcycle riding in Palmer Square, which is Independence Square.
No, I don't think so.
So it had to be pedal bicycle he's speaking about.
465-2555. That's 2555 for you to get in with your concerns as it relates to the topic or any other concern that is on your mind that you would like to address to the police in the studio with me. This morning we're looking at pedestrian crossings. However, though, that's not limited to the conversation. So whatever is on your mind as it relates to traffic, you can also bring it to the forefront. In the meantime, though, let's continue our conversation, Sergeant.
Drivers also must allow pedestrians to clear the entire roadway.
Hold on. I'll ask you to stick a point and remember your thought.
Okay.
Let's go back to the phone line. Good morning.
Good morning, pleasant good morning.
Good morning,
Pleasant morning
you.
to you.
I am talking about the one there by Greenland's pasture. Last week, Wednesday, it happened to me. 4 cars had parked on the other side by the doctor. And I right on the walkway. I watch left and I watch right. And when I ready to step down, there goes a car on the left, come right in underneath of me. And she on her phone was a lady I know very well. And she was on her phone. And she gonna tell me, if I ain't watching, where are you going? But she was on her phone.
It's very unfortunate, my dear.
Every day I walk there because I have a special grandchild and I have to carry her up at this place. Every day I walk.
Oh, you're talking about the one by the tamarind tree?
No, not by the Tamman Street. There by the doctor on Fines Avenue and Cairn Street.
By Dr. Hodges' office area?
For the cross one.
Okay, yes.
By medical thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
By
the
Hanley's
yes.
place. Yes.
And the
okay.
walkway is right there to go up on Greenland pasture. Right there I walk morning and afternoon.
So if she wasn't absent-minded by using her phone, she'll see you on the crossing?
Yes, she will have seen me
She'll
on the
never come up
crossing,
so
but
close
4
under you.
cars was there park up.
Yes.
So I cannot see what coming from, but I could see what coming from by the Tamanchi area.
Oh, so she was coming from Basti area, from
Yes,
town
she was
area.
coming from town.
Okay. So I understand what you're saying. There's a concern with the vehicles being parked there, which...
But the thing is, when drivers are driving, and you're coming up to a crosswalk, you must slow down to watch.
Thank you for your call, my dear.
Okay, thanks very much.
Yes, drivers are always supposed to be alert when they come into a crossing. Because somebody could, as the lady said, she was stepping across, somebody could be running across the road. So you always have to be alert.
Let's back to the phone line. Good morning, you're live.
Hi, good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Yeah, I must commend the officers for making a very strong point there, okay? That the pedestrian must make sure there's very strong contact and communication with the driver. Because some patients on the left side of the road, they want to cross from the right. But in human beings, our eyes are projected forward. Goats and donkeys have those on the side, so they have good peripheral vision, sideways vision. So when you're crossing the road, make sure you have strong contact and communication with the driver. And one thing I keep maintaining, everybody has to be a pedestrian at some point in time. So even those of us who are driving have to take that into consideration.
Yes, sir.
Also, remember, the traffic laws, as I know them, a pedestrian has the right to cross the road at any point in time once he or she takes due caution. The matter of pedestrian crossing, again, has come up on this program many, many times. If you want to make a case of pedestrian crossing, there are places in this country where there are no pedestrian crossings. Palmetto Point and Challengers are two good examples. The long bypass road, I think, only has on one or two crossings, and people live both above and below. Anyway, before I go, I'm going to mention two things. Kindly remind bicycle riders, the pedal bikers, that they're supposed to follow traffic laws. Because they are driving without paying any attention to traffic laws. And one last piece of advice to female drivers and young drivers. To female drivers, do not come on the road but you're driving like a man. Men are some of the worst drivers worldwide. And there's something in traffic called intimidatory driving. And I am saying to any new driver who comes on the road, do not allow anybody to intimidate you into making a wrong decision. Because once you make it and you hit, the problems are all yours. And I think you in the traffic department need to tell drivers, some drivers, to disengage from this habit of intimidatory driving. Thank you so much.
Thank you, caller, and thanks for those information and your suggestions.
And also
Yes.
his support as well.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, you're live.
Yes. You can hear me?
Yes, we can.
Go ahead.
Yes. I love you. I don't know you, but I love you. In Palmer Square, bike, not motorbike, the pedal bike, stood there between 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, and a policeman there. And a tourist in the square walking up and down. I told the officer outside, I won't say on the telephone what they tell me, but you all need to walk more. Drive in an old car when they're patrolling at night. Drive in an old car. When you drive in an old car, you catch all the thief and the gunman and all the coke and the ganja. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller.
All right, let's go back to the phone line. Good morning, you're live.
Good morning, GQ.
Hey, good morning, Culture.
Yeah, and good morning, my inspector.
Good morning.
Lovely.
Okay.
Now, education cannot be too much for people. You know, pedestrian crossing was first painted in St. Kitts on the streets in the early 80s. And what his name, Inspector Benjamin, he used to be on the radio teaching people how to use the pedestrian crossing. But anyway, it seemed like all who learn how to use the pedestrian crossing done dead. So we just come now, don't know. So that's what you are continuing to do. But you got a lot of energy, to talk. And let me say this here, the square, no bicycle supposed to be ridden in there. You could walk in the square with your bike in your hand, pushing, but not riding. And some of them ignorant, lawless people, when they're riding the bike on sidewalk and in the square, and when you hear them, I glimpse them by the side of your head, when you look back, they want to tell you how old you be on your board paper. without going to go here. And that's not supposed to be. Because they're going to come so too. And if they knock down somebody on the sidewalk, they don't have no insurance. And the last thing I want to say now, I remember in the 90s, you had two ignorant bicyclists. And they put down the pedal bike and they went on motorbikes. And you know where they were riding the bike? Up the steps to go up on Greenland Park. Ride the bike, go up the steps and come down to show people that they could ride bike and steps. And those things, you know, if police summons them now, they will get all the kind of word to give the police, you know. But police cannot be here anywhere. And I'm asking those police, when they see people breaking the law, don't give them the break. Don't give them the break. Something could happen on the regular road and cause you to run in so. But when they're going to do ignorance, like riding bike in the square, mash them up with a summons. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Carlo.
Good morning, your life.
Good morning.
Morning.
Since I small growing up, no bike could have been riding in the square. Neither east, west, north, south, not west. If a policeman see you, they stop you and they summons you. Or these people where they used to call, they used to summons people, I forget where they call them and all. No, but like a police underneath cop. They used to summons you, especially a man named Brown Boy from Irish Town. And Sophia.
Hi, Miss Manners. Yes, Miss Manners.
One time we come into the square, and a fellow come into the square, and a boy, a man's name boy, and your Uncle Zook asked him, yeah, no, the law? He said, yeah, but taking it, and Zook take with the boy, and tell him, fight, and he and get back the boy. You understand? They're supposed to ride no boy to the square. Tourists are in there. That's so stupid that it's gone so bad when they're riding the bike. I have to step them my foot on it. The law is there. The law is there for that. Okay.
Thank you, Carla.
Good morning, your life.
Hi, good morning.
Good
Yes, morning.
I need to ask a question that might sound a little bit contradicting or contrary to the law, but if I, as a driver, I would use Sunday, you know, because the truth is that I would have done it on Sundays, come to a traffic light where, let's say by Valdemar gas station, you come up there, you see nothing is coming from no direction, you got the red light. Should I still wait or just go? Or is it okay to go? Because there's nothing coming. It's only two sides, and both sides empty, traffic dead. It's a Sunday. Is it okay to go?
No, it's not.
So you would consider that I would be offending the law because I go because the light is on, nothing is coming?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Failing
okay.
to comply with traffic sign, to with the red light.
Yeah, but there's nothing coming. The place is empty. It's dead. It's Sunday afternoon. You're alone there.
That doesn't matter, sir. You have to wait until the light is green. Remember, red means stop, green means go. So you cannot go on a red light. Whether no traffic is coming, you have to wait till it turns green.
Yeah, but I thought one would use the discretion to say, hey, there's nothing coming, I can go.
No, sir.
Well, I hear you. But like I said, I would have used my discretion, and I've done it a few times.
And that is wrong.
I don't take chances if I see something coming even in the distance. But when I could see nothing is coming plain and broad, I just go. But I was just checking to find out if you would have shared the same thought like I do, but you're on the other side. But that's quite all right.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you know from now on, you cannot go when the light is red.
All right,
When
Brian.
there's nothing, you have to wait until it is green.
I hear you.
Yes, sir.
All right, thanks for your call, man. All right, back to the phone line. Good morning, you're live and lively.
Yes, good morning. Praise God, I get in eventually. I hope my 2 pence can make any sense. One, I start with this one. Down by the Treasury apron there. Not the Treasury, by the Treasury apron.
The museum?
By the museum. I remember some time ago they had a fencing, and it was on the sidewalk. Now there's one that is out in the street, and it is horrible for the traffic there and pedestrians. Because you don't know what is coming around the corner and how they come in. So I think somebody need to go back to the street. We cannot walk is going on there right now. Somebody need to go and talk to this. We're moving that fence over the street there because it is a terrible position. Again, even the busman, them, I'm sorry to say it, but this is how we go. The busman, them just fly down there. They just don't care. You said something earlier about the eye contact and what's not with thing. And it is so true because me myself just go stay on the first part of the crossing and make sure whoever the driver be, see me. And nobody drive me across the road while you're moving the vehicle because I'm not moving. And that is what some of them does do. And it's a lot. It is a serious thing happening. And they don't care about nobody but just themselves and Halloween. That same incident the young ladies talk about somebody on the phone, that happened to me already. And I also discussed about the whole thing. And the lady come to me, if I ain't watching where you going, where you doing this and that, and I tell her the other and all. And it's a woman was talking to me, the way she behaved. I just didn't really reply because she wouldn't like it. And addition to all that, again, you're saying, you're all trained. You're all trained. I'm not saying you're not trained, but there's something seriously to be done. Down by the ferry terminal, you got police and you have traffic wardens there. And somehow those busmen control them people. They go wrong, they stop where they shouldn't stop, got the traffic hold up buses and dropping off passengers. I think they're supposed to be pulling up, drop off the passengers, not block the entrance from going. And one of them come to me the other day, oh, they say no, think this is a bus terminal, you ain't on a car around here. I go into the pier. I think I have the right way to go. So you pull up to the side and put out the passengers. And the guy was stopping right on the corner, so you can't even go in. Something needs to be done about that. And like I said again, you're all trained. This thing about this bike thing, jumping this away. When I was a youth growing up, you couldn't ride a bike through the square. We couldn't even ride a bike through the cemetery from north to south or south to north. In the cemetery you're talking about, put by the square. So the thing about tourists, it doesn't say tourists, it's just we. Because I was walking through there. So it ain't only about tourists emphasize that tourists going to the square. No. It's everything need to be done. The bike men, them again, have a way, keep going the wrong direction on this bike. And when you talk to them, they want to tell the worst of things. They come to Central Street from the west, the eastern side going west when they're not supposed to. They're coming up, going up towards Maryland when they're not supposed to go in. All them kind of areas. Guy them areas very often. So I see it. You all are trying again the same. I'm glad you tell the guy a while ago, red is red, green is green. I hate people say that. If it is when the traffic is free and you see it and the light indicates you could go and nothing is coming, a different story. Because a lot of people don't know once the green is on and nothing is coming towards you, you can go, They stop there, hold up the traffic. Once nothing is approaching, you can go. Some of them don't understand that up to now. So, like I say, you're all trained, but wish you all the best, eh? Take care.
All right, man. Thanks for your call. Good morning, your life.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, morning.
And Inspector, good morning. What I would like to ask you, right, is this. I realize that on the road, these fellows who want to practice their skills on their motorbikes, not the pedal bikes, does wheelie, right? I don't know, the other day, I think a few years ago, across Baker's Corner, a guy was wheeling. He couldn't see this elderly guy passing the road and actually knocked him. I think, and the guy died eventually. Mm-hmm. So I would like you to consider passing a law where if you want to practice stunts, you have to go on either a quiet road, a dirt road, or somewhere where no traffic is. Because they just pop their wheelie, like they feel like they could do it, they're skilled enough, and none could happen, and they just pop it up, right? Constantly, high daylight, on regular traffic roads. Other thing I want to indicate to you is, I realize that it seems as if, I don't know if it's a style coming in or the in thing, but a lot of people boosting their radio system, and they're just playing it loud, and then you're seeing that it happening regularly with different people now. And I know one time that I think a guy was from the police force was saying that if you cannot play your music a certain amount of decimals, you have to get permission. and it's like it's the same height as when one of those hi-fis on the road, like doing their street parade, also very, very loud. And sometimes in the night time. I was in McKinley Heights the other day, and the road was way down, and you could actually hear the music coming from the east to the west, just pumping. So maybe that's something that you could look at. That's basically my input.
All right, thanks for your call. Let's take this next call. Hi, good morning, you're live.
Good morning again. This is Dumpling.
Good morning.
And Sophia, I just done debate a Friday and a Saturday. And them busmen from West Side, when they come and they're landing off the passenger, and east, they have the traffic block up, so people who want to go to the pier to put on the cargo, them are like builders paradise. They're landing off the cargo. Where the bus stop there for? They're just driving in the bus stop, land off the cargo, land off the people them, and when they're done, they pack up. They ain't doing that, so they got the traffic all jam up. So people who coming down from up by Ramsway and coming on by from the memorial, this long load of cars, and I had to do something. It's not the crossing guard alone, the police them too. The police them underneath the ferry terminal, standing up like there's a soldier. They ain't to go out in the sun, they're on the phone, they ain't trying to flatten up the traffic. And that is wrong. And a tired come on the radio and tell us so. Talk to the policeman them, and then them east side boys when they come in, and west side. Not the east side, the west side boys when they coming from by the memorial. They're taking shortcuts and coming where you're supposed to come out and go underneath the ferry terminal. That is bad. I do something about it. It's serious. Something can happen down there. Sometimes people miss the boat because through the traffic them jam up. Do something about it. Be serious with down the ferry terminal there. Police and the crossing guard, them, they can't do no more. They can't do no more because the police are main assisting them. Sometimes they can't in where you're going, leave it, and they're walking in there on the phone. And all them, but I just see it. This is Dumpling, make way to talk. I just see it. Okay.
Thank you, Carla.
Good morning, you're live.
Good morning, traffic officer.
Good morning.
Good morning, host.
Morning.
There are two issues that I have. One of the issue is the truckers driving the truck with open sun, and if you drive beside them or behind them, the whole car is covered. Mm-hmm. And that is not even so much a problem that happened. One of the hardest things to add insult to injury is that they have a cover on the truck, top of the truck. They just decide not to use it. Because as far as they can see, the mother don't drive, the father don't drive, and the sister don't drive, and the girlfriend don't drive. They're operating like they don't care. That is one of my issues. The other one is the weed eaters. By the side of the road, at one time they were holding up a net to protect the vehicles that are passing. No, that's gone to the window. Some reason or another, everybody thinks that they have the right to do what is wrong. You can't have the right to do what is wrong. Because where end your right, begin mine. And where end mine, begin yours. Mm-hmm. So to me, I think we should practice to treat others with better respect than what we do. Because today is you, and not even tomorrow, today is me. Mm-hmm. So we have to learn to live with each other better. Even the police can help. But we need to be reminded of how we treat each other. Mm-hmm. Do have a good day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carla.
Thank you so much, man. That's going to be our last call for today. Sergeant Henry, a number of issues came in. I see you taking notes. That's good. So at least you can, in your, address those issues. But I'll give you the last as we get ready for 9 o'clock report, which is up next. And talk about 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock in the studio right now. And this morning, time check is coming to you. Compliments, Republic Bank.
You have dreams you're imagining, goals you'd like to achieve. We're ahead to see you through. We're invested in you. We're invested.